Travelway.
Welcome in. Good evening, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome to another episode of the Cantrell Country Travelway.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Theobado. Hi, Jason. Right now. Well, welcome in, Jason. Hope you are fine and stay safe traveling, buddy.
Yep. Safe travels.
You traveling for work or you traveling for traveling?
Or are you going to Disney World?
Anywhere but that.
Hold on a second, Dave. I will be right back.
No problem. Anyways, but he did bring up a good point. Well, I'm glad you stay safe traveling, buddy. And okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta get the link to Richard.
Hi.
So I hope everybody's going to get supper. That's important travel too. What you yawn about over there?
You'll see in a second. Have to get this on first.
Okay. Links in the chat with you and me and Mike.
Yeah.
I just sent it. So.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, hold on one more second. I'm getting what I'm doing on because you're gonna be like, oh God. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding.
Do I have to get my eviction button ready?
You might. Oh, wait a minute. One more thing.
Anyway, welcome in, guys, tonight.
You guys are going to
be here last week. As anybody that was here last week, they know we finished. We had a special guest with Debbie, and tonight we are going to on our last stop in the state of Florida. We are going to go to the city that most of us are familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
At least some of us.
Are you ready for this, Dave?
I do know most of you guys are only familiar with.
Are you ready?
Disney area.
Say the location first, and then I'm going to pop on my camera.
And pop on your camera so I can boot you off.
Yeah, he
Are
needs
you
it.
really ready for this?
Go for it.
Orlando.
Goodbye.
Yep. He
Anyway.
got booted off.
Yep, it worked. I got on my ears, I got on my magic band, I got my spirit jersey on, and I got my t-shirt on, so I'm good.
You know,
Welcome
why
to
is it kid?
He likes his bubbles.
Yeah. Anyway, how are you doing tonight, Richard?
Doing good.
Hi,
Doing
Richard. Good to see you.
Yeah, so tonight is our last stop in the state of Florida, at least for a while. I won't say we won't come back because obviously I've got other towns I want to do, but for now we're gonna hit Orlando, and then we're gonna travel to some other places over the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
Nathan, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yes.
So Orlando area or Orlando the city itself?
We are going Orlando all over the blooming place, city.
Okay, so Orlando area. There's a bunch of places you could go to, really.
Absolutely.
That is okay. In my condition, I will say I've been to a lot of places out of Disney that is in Orlando.
Thank you.
And the thing about it is what people don't understand, it's not always about the theme parks.
It's not.
It's not always about the theme parks. Obviously, I mean, when you're talking Orlando, you're talking, again, another major metropolis that has a whole developed cultural area, developed in cultural things, rich in cultural opportunities. I mean, obviously, we know we had the major theme parks. You got SeaWorld, you got Universal.
Yes, you got SeaWorld.
Yes.
You also have Busch
I mean, that's a given fact.
That's a given.
But you got, if you take a look at other areas around it that have specific things to do,
Yeah.
I mean, like right here, I can tell you, I'm looking at things to do for, let's say, I mean, I'm not sure how I want to attack tonight, but obviously, if you're going on a vacation, let's say like I was going down there right now. Right now, I know I couldn't afford going to the theme parks. It's just out of the question.
Right.
But there are things to do that are less, that could actually cost $25 or less.
Absolutely.
No, there's a lot of cheaper things. There is a lot of other more expensive things there also in Orlando.
Here's some things that some people may not know about. I didn't realize it. I just realized this as I was looking through some of this because I haven't completed. I'm in the middle of doing the Orlando training, and I've still got a few more sections to work on.
That's good.
But for one, you got and I didn't know they had this. It's the Crayola experience. Located
Crayola,
at a 2-story, 70,000 square foot Crayola experience provides a full day of creative, colorful fun with dreams of hands-on activities, including drip art, color playground, much more. And a whole family tickets to this is like attraction are $19.99 each. So that's not bad for each person.
There is also one that costs. It is a different kind of attraction. It's 2 parks in one. So the first park is free to always go to, and it is called Old Town in Kissimmee. It's somewhat close to Orlando. It's more closer to Disney World.
Okay.
Anybody knows what I mean by 192? 192 is one of the main routes south.
Yes. It's right off of it.
192 is definitely the south route. It's not long. I don't know how far it goes east, but it does go through Kissimmee and a little bit out that way.
Yep.
But it does get into, I mean, it actually starts at 27, which runs, everybody knows 27 runs quite a bit of ways. But yeah, Old
Town is really neat. It has the part that is free that you can walk around at times of the year. If you go there, if you look at their website, they have car shows. And I mean, one of the best amazing cars in Florida you'll see there. That's pretty good, I would say.
I'm gonna tell you, honestly,
and they have their own like 50s ice cream shop.
Oh, nice.
It's really, really cute to go to. I would recommend going there if you just want to look at the whole town of Old Town is reimagined to a Western town with dirt on the ground and the whole works.
Right.
So here's the best thing about this. Free. It's actually got an A and W for those that love A and
Yes,
W.
A&W also. One of the
Wow.
only ones in Florida, by the way, if I remember correctly.
Cool.
It might be. There
It's
was
up
a few
there.
others, I think.
Yeah, there's a
welcome in,
few
Mary
others,
Carol.
but it's
Good
one
to
of
see ya.
the few.
Hello
Yeah.
hello to Adam, Blake, and Rebob. Meow. I hope you're doing good,
And
Mary Carol.
most people don't know this. The very end of Old Town just got bought out by a nice company, and they are refitting it to make it their store at the very end of Old Town, which is Buc-ee's.
Oh,
It's coming
wonderful.
to Kissimmee.
Well,
Who doesn't?
I'm going to be the honest, truthfully, Richard. Here's my thing.
Everyone loves Buc-ee's.
I've never
I'm
been
not
to
talking about Buc-ee's, but
I've never
maybe
even
that'll
been
give us
there.
some
The only
light.
place I go is to
I'm going to
Bubble.
tell you
That's
this.
it.
So my problem is with Old Town, it is dying out. It really
is, but there's things
a lot
coming
of the
in.
shops are going.
But
and
Buc-ee's
there's a couple
will
of-
bring in more people. Put it
Now,
that way.
you guys don't
Absolutely.
drink.
Buc-ee's will bring in a ton
I
of
know you guys don't drink, but there was a couple of, and I don't know if they still have it, but some of the bars have gone down the hill, and there used to be one that did karaoke, which I love.
Yep.
Because it's not so much about, I would have a drink or two, but the fun of it was being able to do karaoke songs.
It's a very, very seasonal town, I would say, and it is a tourist attraction town.
Bingo.
There's no people living in Old Town itself that I know of. I don't think. It's all stores, outdoor stores. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is.
It's really cool though. I like it. There, seasonally, it works really well. Year round, not so much. You have to go look at the website.
And I honestly, except for if you're interested in car shows, or maybe looking to do something that's like, they do got a few thrill rides, attraction rides, unless they've all shut them down. I haven't been there. It's been a long time since I've been there. Actually, I haven't been there since Mom and Dad had gotten sick.
Yeah.
But it really has died out, except for that. You had laser tag there.
Yeah, laser tag. Yeah. They still have a few escape rooms, if I remember correctly. A&W is always going to be there. Seems like.
Well, here's the thing. It actually went away from A&W for a while, but then I think that restaurant was dying, and then they brought A&W back.
Yeah,
because you could actually get some good ice cream there too. So they actually
and the ice cream shop that was
out there as well.
It's right down the corner on the right hand side. The ice cream shop, actually, the 50s Diner,
unless they changed it,
is really good.
Ice cream right in A&W too.
The 50s Diner ice cream shop, the soda shop is still open.
Nice.
So that's really cool.
So there's two ice cream places. One in A&W because they actually serve soft ice cream in A&W as well as the ice cream soda.
And then Dave, the pay part, which is to the left of it, there is an amusement park that has like rides. I don't know how well those are.
It's at the front of it, and then the roller coaster is at the far back. Southeast of it.
That might be a cheaper amusement park, I think.
Yeah, and it depends on what you do. Now, if you like car shows, then it's the place to be on Friday night. Because I'm going to be telling you, you could do that whole thing in a day, maybe
easily
half a day.
Less than a day.
It depends on how much you want to explore and how much you actually want to physically look at shopping. I know that's got Mike.
Yep.
But
and also too, Dave, with Orlando, you also have a lot of sports.
You do have sports.
Like, for example,
let me give you guys a list of some things that's $25 or less.
Sure.
And some of this is actually downtown Orlando as well. So, I mean, we've already talked about Crayola. That's obviously at the Florida Mall, which is beyond that. Anybody knows where Florida Mall is? It's on the other side of the, beyond the turnpike, over off of I-4 a little bit. But you do have the Museum of Illusions. which is actually admission starts at $20.95. Of course, you can get combo packages and a few other different types of packages, which obviously raises the prices a little bit. You got the Sea Life Orlando Aquarium, which is at the Icon Park.
Yes.
And Icon Park is definitely downtown.
It does cost more. That costs more than 20 though. That costs like 40 or 50.
25. The list I'm reading is $25 or less. This is 20. It's 23. It's $23.99.
And that's only seasonal. Then I tried to go to the Icon Park and it was about 200.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, not going.
No, thank you.
No. This is just one of the attractions that if you want to do the attraction and not the whole park, it is a museum. It's a Life Orlando Aquarium. So for 23, and then you got that, and of course, if you like trampolines, you got the Altitude Trampoline Park, which is you can start jumping at $17 per hour. And of course, there are socks and additional costs of. If you like the safety want the safety socks, it's $3 additional, so which is not that bad. And then of course you got the Orlando Museum of Art. There's that cultural thing that we were talking about. So see, it's not just always about the parks. There is a lot to do in Orlando in itself that can be culturally legitimately rich. You got Lake Elola Park Swan Boat Rentals. So Mike can rent his swan boat and
thank you.
Swan around the lake. Of course, you got the Harry P. Lou Gardens.
Yeah, Harry P. Lou Gardens. Those are huge. They're like 50 acres. Went through it once.
Yes, but I will tell you this, and here's the thing, guys. I'm not going to read all the prices, but what I'm telling you is most of these things are $25 or less to do. So keep that in mind. And of course, on that same thing, we just talked about it, Old Town. And of course, you got
Old Town. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to walk into the Old Town part if you really just want to look at it like, nostalgia kind of looking older place. That
now I will tell you this. Here's something.
Had a heyday at one time.
I didn't know this was it, but and I don't know if they based it off of it. But there is a place similar to what's that one at Disney Springs? Blah 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 blah. The bowling one. I can't.
Splitsville.
The bowling one. I can't think of it.
Splitsville Lanes.
Thank you. There's a place called. If you don't want to go into the Disney World property, there is something similar to it called King's Dining and Entertainment.
Yeah.
It's King's Dining. It's on High Drive, so obviously it's down there in the heart of all that mess. If you really want to.
Speaking of the International Drive,
and of course, hold on, we got to welcome our special lady. One of our special ladies.
Hi, Debbie.
Mama D. Hey, Debbie Bernfeld. Welcome.
Hi.
I'm glad you finally made it, and I hope you're feeling better, Debbie. I know you were having some things. And of course, welcome into our good friend Darth.
Hello, welcome in.
And it is down there, and it features billiard tables, foosballs, outdoor bocce. Oh, there's that bocce. Who plays bocce ball anymore? I don't. And of course, it does got some bowling lanes. So again, if you're not interested in going into and facing all the traffic in Disney, you can always try and go find it down on International Drive, which I'm not sure which.
Speaking of International Drive, Dave, if you want to go shopping, you can go to 2 locations for the Disney Character Warehouse. There's one.
Let me put it this way.
There's one on International Drive and there's one in Vineland. And I know that there's
the one on Vineland because
that's all I know.
How often, the last time I went to International Drive?
How long?
Many, many, many years ago. I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole.
I went down.
I want to go to International Drive to to do some lovely shopping, and then zoom over to the antique mall and shop.
Anyway,
I know you have not done the antique mall yet.
I have not done either. And
now, what were you going to say?
I want to shop till I drop. Who does not love to shop?
Let's get Richard. Let Richard put a word. What were you going to say? I know you were going to tell me something, Richard.
I was going to say that there's some people see different entertainment as different things. For example, I just love to go to the thrift shops.
Thank you.
Yes.
Me too. I love thrift. I love
shopping is my luxury.
And here's the thing: there is plenty of good shops down there.
Yes, absolutely.
There's plenty of good things to do on International Drive. The problem is, if I wanted to deal with heavy traffic, I'm going to stay with the traffic out on 192 because the traffic on International Drive, as nutty as they are on 192.
Well, of course, Dave. That's if you drive during daylight hours at all.
Can I say something?
That's when you order a lift. Enough even during daylight.
That's when you order a lift, Dave, and let somebody else do it.
Oh boy.
I'm not even going there. No, oh Lord.
Okay, let's not touch that.
Okay, let's
keep it clean, guys.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No. We're not even talking about any of that. We were talking about. We're talking about. I mean, because honestly, I mean, I love Dave and Buster's. I'm going to be telling you, one of the biggest Dave and Buster's I've seen is down on International Drive, which I love. It's a pretty good place. I love Dave and Buster's food. And if you're a big kid like me that love some of the old 80s arcade games, you can find them there.
Yeah.
Man, no problem. I know you're just joking, Dart. But, my thing is with this show, I'm trying to keep it clean because it has to
literally.
If it was my Saturday show, let it go off the wall. I know Richard. I know he's gearing up for Saturday. I guarantee you. I'm already gearing up my music for Saturday. Trust me. We're ready.
Maybe I should play. Maybe I should start playing music for Saturday also. We can have a sound off.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
I want you to have a good time, Dart. I want you to have fun.
Right.
I actually want people to ask questions about traveling,
absolutely.
Or especially, no problem. My Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursday shows, I'm trying to keep clean because of the respect of my business.
Okay. All right, Dave.
So it's okay, Dart, and you're all good. We'll have fun. And
good.
Frankly, if you got questions, ask me. Anybody that wants anything to
do. I got a good one, Dave. Okay.
And it better be legit, or I got my hand on the certain button.
It is a legitimate question about Orlando. Okay.
Bring it on.
So, all right. Which road has worse weather traffic? The I-4, International Drive, or 192? Take your pick.
International Drive.
International, probably.
Why?
International, because here's the thing: I-4 can be heavy even during the day, but it's not back to back. Now you look at here's the problem with I-4 is it's early morning when it gets heavy, and particularly late mid-evening to late evening when the parks are starting to close and everybody's going back, going to different places.
Right.
But so I would say, my opinion is International Drive. What's your opinion, Richard?
Probably International Drive. Too many things that the Orlando decided to put in one road. I'm sorry.
I agree because at one end, here's the thing: at one end you've got the convention center down there, the Orange County Convention Center at one end. All the way going down to the area where you've got the Titanic Museum and
Titanic
actually one of the largest McDonald's.
I love to do the Titanic stuff.
But the thing is, it's not the only one. There is different cities that have it.
Hey, and I can say one favorite place. The largest McDonald's, just short off of.
I knew it. I knew it.
It's a two-story McDonald's.
Why would I want to eat at McDonald's in Orlando?
Hey, no, hold on. Here's the crazy thing about it, though. You can get different types of food. You can even get pizza there.
I've had pizza at McDonald's.
I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying you can.
I'm just saying it tastes bad, but I would not eat it again.
Okay.
I'm not saying I would, and I actually never tried it. I'm just saying, just for let everybody know, everybody's opinion is different. Yeah. I'm just saying you can get pizza there. It's got
You can also get pasta. The pasta I heard is better.
Yeah, they actually got a different bar where you can get desserts too. It really, it honestly. Would you agree? Have you ever I'm assuming you put foot in there at least once.
Yes, I've been there.
Would you say it's a very interesting place because of the way it's designed and what they have in it? Because it's the only McDonald's that has like a different dessert
you gotta know when to go there. They do seem to have a lot of like things that decide to fall apart, and just like any other McDonald's, it takes them years for it to get fixed. So
that's any place. That's any place.
I know exactly.
McDonald's seems to have more.
I know what you're talking about.
Put it this way: when I went there, all of the arcade was not there. Even though it was there, it was not able to be walked in.
Yeah, I think they were working on it or something. I don't know if they were taking it out or something.
Yeah.
You couldn't go
Orlando.
The last time I was.
What about Orlando?
So
we are talking about
dressed up like this.
Okay, so we're talking about Orlando. I'll go with the next topic. Gatorland.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
It is under 25, Dave.
Not bad. But
that's good.
Yep.
And the thing of it is, I'm going to tell you that it's not always, and the list I'm looking at is not a complete list. There are plenty of things to do it, and Gatorland is one of them that's in the area.
Dave, I know that in Florida there is this big, huge orange building somewhere near with the Orlando where you can get the oranges. Is that building still around? It's the big one. It's the Citrus World, I think it is. It's the building with the
orange building that I'm aware of that looks like a big fat orange is out on 192 that sells oranges.
You know,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now there is.
I know what I'm talking about right now.
About a lookout place where you can go up into. There's the Orange Tower in not Kissimmee, but it's in.
That's not it. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find that.
It's over in.
It might not be open anymore. I don't know.
I thought it was because I thought they.
The only. Is it a lookout tower or is it just a shopping center for oranges?
You can only get the oranges.
Okay, well then I'm not sure which one you're talking
about. Found it. Here it is. It's in the Claremont, Florida.
That is the one that I'm talking about. Then okay, you are. And here's the thing: you can get your oranges, but it's also that is on 27. That's a good 30, 40 minutes from Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Claremont is west of Orlando.
It says it's from Claremont, but
it's in Claremont. It's the orange. They call it the Orange Tower because you take an elevator up.
Oh.
And there's a lookout thing, and you can see for miles in all directions.
Okay.
But it also, because here's the thing, next to it is a hall. You got a Hall of Presidents, and this is all in Claremont.
Oh, nice.
Because Claremont is one of the first cities. If I go 27 to 192, which is sometimes the way I go, you got to go through Claremont, and then to get to 192. So, it's called the Orange Tower.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get a bunch of oranges. Plus, you get, if you really want to get a good view and just to look at the area, then you can take an elevator up to do a ride.
Cool.
And of course, if you want to see presidential different things, there's a small museum of the presidential. They call it Presidential Hall.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of the International Drive, what would you recommend people to eat, or where is a good place to eat on the International Drive?
That comes down to what you want.
Right.
That comes down because like me.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're about to say.
My problem is no. There's times where I like Golden Corral, depending as long as the food is good and depends on if the stuff is warm on the thing.
Right.
There's always.
Oh, wait a minute.
Up.
We gotta
do this. If we do one song, we gotta do both. It's a small world.
And it's a world.
Hey, Molly, good to see Molly in. And of course, now this one we got to do this. It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Debbie always shows
at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Away.
And tomorrow's just a dream.
Hello. But welcome into Molly. Good to see you, Molly. And I hope you feel much better, Molly, because I know you've been busy with your son. Congratulations on how he's doing in baseball. His son's. I'm sure most of us know. Go Browns. Okay, hold on.
Wait a minute. We're gonna go on this.
Don't even think about it, Mike. Only one thing can be used on this channel. Only one thing that can go on this channel.
So. It matters for eating on that International Drive. Would matter what kind of food you want to eat. They do have the Golden Corral. They do have an Outback Steakhouse on it. Yeah.
Anyway,
it matters on what you want to eat. They have a Ben and Jerry's ice cream shop on Icon Drive. So.
Yeah,
they
did. It's
Ben and Jerry's
a small map shop area, if I remember.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I haven't had that in a long time.
Isn't it in that Shaw map? It was near the one museum that was kind of tilted, the Illusion Museum.
Yes.
Isn't it there? Richard?
There's also Gordon Ramsay's fish shop or whatever that's called, fish and chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that over there too. Sugar Factory.
Yeah,
I'll go towards the Sugar Factory.
That sounds.
And I know what Mike was going to say, but you also got to remember this too, Mike. There is actually a Ford's burger place down on 192 that I want to try.
It's on 192. I want to go there.
Well, that sounds interesting.
And here's the newest thing that I want to try down on 192.
What is it?
It sells burgers. It sells brews. It's got a whole bunch of different types of food, but it's it's like a garage type of thing, or I'm not sure, but it's a new restaurant that took over where Shoney's used to be on 192.
Yeah.
Ford's, what's that?
The Ford's is the Ford's restaurant.
The company.
It's really good.
We actually have
this Ford.
I've actually got two within 2 hours.
It looks like a car dealership.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. I'm like, what?
Well, the one in Gainesville, no.
That's interesting.
Not all of them are next to car dealerships. Some of them are. The one in Gainesville.
That would be interesting.
It's
Ford's garage, restaurant, and bar.
The one on 192.
I thought,
I
thought it was a car dealership.
No, it's a restaurant. It's a it's good though. I've heard nothing but good. Now I've never tried it, but I've heard it's got good food.
Yeah. Okay.
Molly, how is the food at Ford's? It sounds like you guys have been there. You got good food?
I have not been there.
Hey, Richard, when you come next time you come down, it might be something me and you need to try and do a review on.
That's very true.
Mm.
Okay, so this is unique enough. We need to do this.
Really?
Oh, here you go.
Is it worth? Like, let me ask you this, Molly.
There you go, Dave.
1 to 10. On a
yeah,
scale
Ford's
of 1 to
Garage.
10, what would you give it? Or 1 to 5?
A lot of people say 10 out of 10.
Really?
So.
Hello, Pete. Good to see you. Hi.
We're going to be eating at Ford's Garage.
Welcome
Pete.
in. Good to see you.
We're talking about a food restaurant, Pete. We're talking about the restaurant called Ford's Garage. Since my dad spent, I mean, honestly, I'm proud of it because my dad worked for Ford's for 24 years. So I'm actually pretty good.
Hold on a second, Richard, and I will put it up for you.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Hey, there you go.
Oh.
Look at this. This is what
it doesn't have sound. You just kind of look at those. That looks pretty good. Oh, this is good.
I thought it was a car dealer.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's neat.
Yeah.
And by the way, welcome in, Pete. Good to see you, buddy. Congratulations on Preston's win today too.
Southern Style Burger Restaurant.
He loves it. So that's something. What's on the menu?
Look at that, though. Some of this looks really good. Now it's a little history.
Hey, there you guys go. It's off the wall because it's got Pete's approval and Molly's approval.
I've ever
there you
seen.
go.
I actually thought it was a car dealership.
Yep.
No, wow.
Yeah, they say that. They say their bathrooms are very unique because they're made out of parts and that.
Oh my Lord. Oh, wow.
Wait a minute.
There's a lot of locations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I got one in Gainesville.
Richard. Wait a minute. Where in New York? I'm not kidding.
Is there any in New York? Well, Tennessee, Virginia, Texas, Ohio. There it is. Smith's Haven, New York.
Smith Haven, New York. Really? Oh, so it's in Lake George. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
over by George.
Here you guys go. Did you see Molly's last statement?
I see that, yeah. Okay. That's cool. Different. It's different.
I mean, think about it. They actually use the blue shops in the mechanic shop. Mm-hmm. That's what's weird. That was cool.
How did they ever come up with this idea?
You know, leave it to Ford. Ford idea. Leave it to Fords. I don't know how they came up with it, but they did.
Oh, pretzels! I'm into the pretzels.
I'm going to slowly go through this, but Dave doesn't want this to be this show, so.
I like pretzels.
Here we go. Burgers of Fame.
Okay.
Yeah, you can kind of look through all this while I'm looking through this.
Oh, that's cool. Got the
I really want the Model A, I'm thinking.
What is it?
Tillamook Sharp Cheddar. It's a burger with applewood smoked bacon, pico de gallo, crisp lettuce.
Okay.
Egg. Yeah.
They got soups too.
Sears sandwiches. Oh, Monte Cristo.
Chipotle chicken. Yum. I love that.
Yeah, some of these things you would love.
Yum. Now I am hungry. Comfort.
Yeah, you get the point.
Wow.
That was a quick look through.
Well, what's on the dessert menu?
You could look for yourself. I'm not going to show that on Dave's non-food stream.
Okay. That's okay. You could have showed him.
That's neat.
You're fine. I don't need to show it. It's not talking all about food.
Wow. Because Mike threw that question out. What would everybody eat? It all just depends because there's so many good restaurants that are up and down.
Yep.
Up. I mean, you're talking. There's good restaurants in International Drive. There's good. Let me ask the chat this, and this question is thrown out to the chat. Sure. What are some of the best restaurants that you have been to, either on International Drive or 192? Because there used to be now, none of them.
None of them, because when I go to Orlando, I only go to the theme parks.
We don't want no party poopers.
I've never been outside of that bubble. Never.
Oh,
I never have.
Hey, Richard, are you hearing this? We got to get him down here.
We need to break him out of the bubble. You know what, Dave? I think he's just been trapped in there for so long. He doesn't know what to do.
I think we need to help him bust that bubble. Because there's plenty of good restaurants.
Really?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There used to be. I used to love. There was a good pizza place over there on 535, right near. They knocked it all down now. I mean, it's all open space. It used to be a shopping mall, and there used to be some. I mean, they used to have a TGIF. And see, that's the other one I like. I know it's gone downhill, but I still like TGIF on 192. But it had a TGIF. It had a Asian type restaurant. Had a couple of steak places in it. Of course, obviously on the corner it had a McDonald's. But then it had a pizza place that. Here's the thing: it had a pizza place that it wasn't cooked. It wasn't paisanos, but I can't remember what it was. But it cooked it. I mean, it was fire baked pizza. Fire baked pizza.
Was it a brick oven pizza?
Could be
brick oven. That's what brick oven. That's what fire pizza is. Brick oven.
Oh yeah. Brick oven is.
You're not getting the best. I mean, that was some of the best that you could get.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying, and it just comes down to what everybody's thing. So I mean, as far as any specific restaurants. That would have to. It comes down to what your ultimate likes are and what you want. I mean, would you agree, Richard? I mean, there's plenty of good. Plenty of good restaurants around I mean, we all know that there's a lot of good restaurants in Disney Springs. We know there's a lot of good restaurants within all the theme parks
and all the hotels.
All the hotels, yes.
Yeah.
But I do try to give love to the restaurants outside of that because there are a lot of good restaurants and like the Fords. And now there's that new one. Molly or Pete, have you guys tried that new restaurant the last time you guys were down there? And I know it was built or it just came into existence within the last year. Have you guys tried the new? It was where a Shoney's was out on 192. It's some type of I want to think it's kind of like a replica of the Ford's Garage. It's like a biker type, not a full one, but it's got that between a pub, garage type of feeling, and it's got brews. No, okay. So Molly hasn't been there. That's one of my. I don't know. Maybe that's where I need to meet you guys for lunch in December.
Good.
Nope. Pete hasn't been there too. Maybe I need to meet you guys when you guys come down for the Magical Night of Hope. Maybe that's where I need to meet you guys for lunch or something and try it. Because it looks interesting. I mean, you have to at least try it once before you. But so Pete nor Molly have been there, and I know I haven't been there, so I guess I might either have to try to go down there or it's not a biker bar, Pete.
Oh gosh.
Oh my Lord.
And I wouldn't even say that. I would say it's more like between a pub and a car garage because it's got that car garage pub type feeling.
Oh my.
And you also have to remember if you're going through our Disney World area, I'm sorry, keeping in the bubble and just going towards Disney Springs seems to be the best option for me. At least it has different food.
You're right
over there.
You're right. With the Disney Springs, there's a lot of stuff.
And it does
a lot of good offerings too.
Yep. Boathouse. Anyway. Yeah. Chicken Guy once it opens back up.
Yep. The Homecoming.
Now I will tell you.
Everglades.
That I do want to touch on. Now something I do want to touch on.
Merimoto, Asia. Oh yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Here's some.
Want to go to Asia?
Yep. Yeah. Like Monorail Molly said.
Yep. Yep, exactly.
I've eaten in Celebration before. It's really
I've
fun.
never done that either.
I've been there. It's fun.
Now, for me, there's some things I want to explore outside. Now, this is more for people that are eco enthusiasts. So this is not so much for you guys that are in here or you two on chat tonight. Right. But they have a lot of eco parks that are around in that area. You know, like the, you got the Wild Florida, which is this is a Kissimmee-based operators airport tours. You got the West Orange Trail, which is a 20.8-mile paved stretches from Winter Gardens to just west of downtown Orlando to the banks of the Lake of Apopka. You got the Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't know about anybody. You got the Spirit of the Swamp Airboat Rides, Central Florida Zoo and Botanical Gardens, the Orlando Tree Track Adventure, which is about 15 minutes southwest of Disney World. Climb Soar with Tarzan-style swings, nets, ropes, challenge, bridges, and more. Sounds like something Mike would need to do.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, boy. Watch out for that tree.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh, are you saying? Are you trying to say you're more like what was that one Disney movie? Georgia.
All right, Dave. Now,
Jordan to the Jungle where he slammed into the tree.
What Pete said, Dave.
Miley also said no swamps.
No swamps.
Oh, come on, guys. I'm serious.
In all seriousness, I have the most important question.
Not all swamps, because you also got scenic boat tours in near Winter Park. You got the Nature Conservatives Disney Wilderness. You got the Blue State Park. I'm telling you, I mean, has anybody in this chat or any of you two ever seen a manatee up close?
I have.
Only in living seas. Only in
I've been running around. It was not in Orlando.
It's fake news. About the swamp. Fake news about the swamp.
But does that count though? But does the living seas count?
No, because those are.
I have seen it on a stream.
Those are man-made. When I'm talking things, I'm talking within the natural environment.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, but those, Dave, all those will be by the ocean. They wouldn't be any by Orlando, really, that I know of.
No, but they're Blue State Springs. You will find them in the Springs State Parks. You will find them.
Oh,
really?
There's ways to get from the ocean to here, and the manatees are pretty much up in your like the Swanee River and all the rivers that are not fully ocean, but they get fresh water, and you will see the manatees because I can remember I can't remember which Spring State Park. It's out on 27 because that runs up along the coast of the Gulf side of the state of Florida. But I can remember going to the one Spring State Park that's out there, and there was at least 8 manatees swimming in the area.
Another fun one that is pretty close
to... Now, they got them roped off from you. They got it, the people had the human swimming area, but then you could see the manatees and the rest of the open area, which was
another
cool.
Good area is the Manatee State Park, which is right by Cape Canaveral.
Yes.
Yeah. That's another good one to see him at. Yeah.
And of course, you have the living seas.
You got I don't count living seas. Those are they collect.
What's the difference? Manatees are manatees.
No. Okay. What's the difference between a dog and a wild dog?
They're different.
One of them is domesticated. One of them's not.
Yeah, I know.
That's the same thing with manatees.
Don't count.
Yeah.
Yes, they are manatees, but the living seas. Here's the thing, because
they collect them. Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see them in the living seas. Don't get me wrong. I love seeing them in the living seas. But to see them to see them like I did up real close from the swimming area and then swimming
loud.
Oh, good.
Okay, now we're talking about Pete eating manatees.
Oh,
Okay.
Here
we go. We're
Oh
jumping
God,
down a
that's
deep
disgusting.
circle, and he brought us to it.
So disgusting. No, thank you.
Actually had a good conversation going, and someone had to bring it.
Someone decided to change the conversation.
I will tell you this. Manatees are not free eating. They're beautiful animals.
Say it.
Swimming.
Say it. Say it, Debbie. Say it. Say the whole thing.
Oh gosh.
I am not kidding. Say the whole thing. Ew!
Oh boy, he's going for it. Dave, he wants to get this off the rail. If you really want to, you could just block him.
Oh my Lord!
Now,
might be a thought.
We'll get away from the manatee. How about? Let me ask you this: how many adventurer people do we actually have in this chat right now that love extreme things?
Oh my God!
Well,
no.
What kind of extreme are you talking about? Like bungee jumping?
Like the I Fly Orlando indoor skydiving.
Oh, I would do it. Indoor skydiving. It's this air pushing you up in the air. I've done it before.
Oh my God. Well, let's see. If you want to talk,
how about the Wallaby Ranch hang gliding flight park? Where you can actually.
That's fine. I would attempt it.
I don't know if I'd attempt that. I wouldn't mind doing the indoor.
Yeah, the indoor skydiving. Oh boy, Pete, yes, you are in trouble.
Yes, because you got. See, I see. The good thing is I can cause trouble because, as the owner and the thing, I can cause trouble. But
oh boy,
that is until Molly or Debbie start getting.
Thank you, ladies. Seriously, because
no, but then there's the Orlando's water sports complex. Like if you like water skiing, things like that, and you really don't want to do it on the oceans, but you want to, and things like that. Wake surfing, knee boarding, water skiing. Now, see, I like water skiing. I haven't done water skiing.
Oh Lord.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
Now we have flying manatees.
I'm not going there. I am not going there.
Oh, Pete. We love you, Pete. It's always good. You know what? I'm glad Pete comes in and says he does make it.
Yes. He's trying to get us off the rail and non-off the rail show.
Let me tell you.
Now I will tell you this. Let me ask you this.
Sure.
How many of you have actually tried the escape rooms?
I haven't.
The what?
The escape room.
Oh, I have.
I haven't.
I've tried an escape room. Which one?
Yeah, there is actually the escapology, and I'm not sure if that's the one me and my sisters and my mom and dad went to.
Mm-hmm.
We tried it, and I will tell you, it was fun. If you've never tried the escape room, it can be it. We got through all the rooms but one.
Oh, cool.
And we couldn't figure out the last couple of clues to get out. We were just short of the time. But it really is fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Because we've actually done
I will say this, that I have seen videos of the people actually yelling and screaming inside the escape room because they can't get out of the escape room.
Yeah.
And some of them are woo.
Yeah, but now here's this. And those are the type of people that probably shouldn't be in there because eventually, if you can't figure it out, they're going to unlock the doors and let you out.
Yeah.
The time's up. So, I mean, it's either that or it's somebody that's just trying to be creative for their video.
I guess. I don't know, but I've heard stories.
It's not that bad, Mike. And I mean, honestly, if you don't figure it out, because we did a pirate one and we figured out.
I wonder if there's a Disney version.
Oh,
there isn't.
No, there isn't.
Think about it. If you do not like
the escape room, I don't plan on it.
Well, and I understand that. Here's the other thing too. If they're a type of person that doesn't like in-lock, closed-up rooms, then those people need to avoid that type of thing.
I agree.
Then the next thing is go to the Andretti karting games and drive some Andretti go-karts.
Nah.
Dave, there used to be the NASCAR experience over by Disney World also at one time.
You can also
and just a reminder, guys,
NASCAR experience.
Make sure you guys are checking out the new series on the History Channel for the it's on Sunday nights.
Yes.
And they just did the first episode on Disney talking about Disney Made America.
Yep.
I won't be able to watch it.
I wasn't able to watch it either.
I can't watch it.
Why?
Don't have history.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I'll have to go. I mean, the first part was good. It got up to it got up just to the point of where they created Mickey and a little bit thereafter.
Cool.
But it'll be curious. I'm looking forward to seeing the second part on Sunday night.
Is it going to be on Disney Plus, Dave?
It's no, because it's not made by Disney. It's made by History Channel.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and the History Channel is part of Discovery.
Right.
Discovery Group.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
So I may have to go back and I may have to re-register with Discovery and so I can rewatch some of those shows because I miss like my Mountain Monsters and some of the come on, who don't love chasing Bigfoots throughout the mountains?
Dave, I see people trying to do that every day over here. I'm good with that.
I don't blame you, Richard. I don't blame you one bit.
Oh, now we'll get to Richard's fun thing. Maybe this is what Richard wants to do. The Screaming Gator zip line over at Gator Lane.
No, thank you.
Over Gator.
Yep. I would do any of that.
No, thank you.
Really? I'd challenge Dave to do that with me.
Oh, Lord.
If I was going to, hey, I got a news flash for you. If I was going to do that, I would have done that at the Gator alligator farm over in
Gator World.
St. Augustine, because they have.
Augustine has one too. Yeah.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
No, I don't mind visiting them. I wouldn't mind even holding them. Heck, I wouldn't mind even owning them as pets. But
no, thank you.
No, thank
you. That's where I cut it off.
No, thank you.
I would love to have a whole end of them in my front yard.
No, thank you.
I guarantee you, I'll keep the undesirables out.
No. Dave, you also have to think of it this way. They are also domesticated to a point also. So.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but you can't.
I'm saying to a point because they never really get the wild out of them, but still.
But here's this. They are to a point, but they're still wild animals, and you still have you can't turn your back.
The wild never really goes out of them.
You still have to watch what you're doing with them.
Absolutely. Because then the next,
is that what I think I hear?
I'm not going to say it.
No, that was about commercial on Bible.
Okay.
Wow.
My Bible thing started open.
He was trying to call your phone.
That's what I thought too.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there are. See, that's the thing. It's not always about going to the parks. I mean, obviously, and here's my thing. Issue with the whole thing. That's why I'm glad I live in Florida. I don't have to go through this.
I can go for one more.
I will tell you this. It's the Orlando International Airport that I have an issue with.
I knew it.
I know. But
doesn't everybody?
Dave, I have one more I could put in the list.
All right. What is it?
Go for it.
Yes, it's a little bit more expensive. People do pay to get into it. Kennedy Space Center.
Now, that sounds like fun.
There you go.
I'd love to go there.
I would love to go there. I am going in there.
Wonderful.
November, I think.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to see the moon?
Maybe.
Wonderful.
Yeah, at least we'll get to go walk through the Space Center.
I remember that. But now, make sure you guys remember, for anybody that may be new to watching this channel, or maybe that, Cape Kennedy is not exactly in Orlando, but it is just east of it by about 40 minutes or so. Yeah,
30 minutes.
It's at Cocoa Beach, just south around Cocoa Beach.
Yeah, well, it's its own city, but yeah.
Yes.
Cape Canaveral.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because it actually is, part of it has been gated off as a natural habitat.
Yep.
For the wildlife.
Which you're able to walk.
Also a military base, and it's a military and civilian base for space exploration.
You know what the neatest thing, Dave?
What?
I got to see at my last cruise, they were doing the Kennedy Space Center launch right when my cruise was leaving.
Oh, wow. That sounds like fun.
So it was like heading out of the water, heading out of the bay, and then right behind us to the left, we seen the tower from the Kennedy Space Center, and it was liftoff.
Like, you want to hear something interesting? You know, the last space mission that the shuttles have, which was in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually was driving to Daytona, and we actually got to see it go up.
Wow. Oh, very cool. Daytona's fun to watch it from, too.
We weren't quite at Daytona, but you could clearly hear the thunder and the rockets of the shuttle going up.
That's neat.
So anybody that lives in that area gets some good view of when they launch.
Now, for people that want to to experience something that is pretty cool for that area, if you know that there's going to be a launch, there is some hotels that you can book that have a viewing platform to watch the space shuttle launch from.
Well, that's neat. How much?
At their hotel.
How much?
Usually it's free to get in there, but you have to get a room.
Well, that's
you can't really watch it without having a stay there.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, and I will tell you something else that's interesting to do if you really don't want to go to, because here's the thing. Think about this as well. I mean, there's a lot to do downtown. We talked about the museum and arts, and so a lot of that is downtown. Some of it was on the outskirts of the city of Orlando. But don't forget too, if you like me, that had the need for speed, there's always the Richard Petty driving experience. Like
Richard Petty driving experience.
They have it at Disney World, and they kind of talked about that a little bit on the or was I watching a video? It might have been a video. Oh no, I was a YouTube video I was watching. Never mind, it's incorrected. They actually it was a YouTube video I was watching, and they were talking about the parking lot expansion, and you can still kind of see the remnants, because if you look at the way the freeways were designed around it, it kind of got that feeling of that racetrack.
Yeah,
and it really was used by NASCAR
for many years. It was
88 or 19 for about 5 years. I can't remember the dates exactly, but it was used, and they actually had races there.
Yeah,
but it got to be too much with the noise of the engines and all that. You could hear it all the way at Epcot, and you could hear it all the way at Magic Kingdom. So, plus there was the parking going. Then there was the big thing was the parking issue going on with that, along with the But they did for a while. It's still up. The track operated just to do the Richard Petty driving experience, like Richard said. To me, that's one thing I want to explain. I actually want to drive a race car on the Daytona.
You know what, Dave? When I live down there, I might be willing to do that with you sometime.
Oh, I want to do the driving. I want to be
driving. Yeah, you learn how to drive like a NASCAR driver.
Put me in like Tom Cruise.
Oh boy.
Now, Dave, speaking of the
get up there to 200 miles, baby.
Oh, by the way, Dave, now speaking of the sports, you have your Orlando Magic. You have the Orlando Solar Bears of the ECHL. You also have the Jacksonville Jaguars. And you also have the Miami Heat. You
just don't have that, but you also think about that. Think about that. You've also got the semi-pro teams that are down there.
You do.
One thing, don't forget, you got the Lady WNBA that I think has an Orlando team. You got the University of Central Florida that play at the football stadium downtown Orlando.
Yep.
So I mean, you got, and you're right. Like, there's plenty of sporting events that if you maybe
every time. Soccer,
one day you may go to the park. One day you might want to catch a sporting event. There's a lot of sporting events you can.
There really is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Orlando Magic.
About it too. Remember
basketball.
You've also got,
Polar Bears hockey.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Polar Bear hockey. Yeah.
You got the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. You got the Tampa Bay
Rays. You got the Tampa Bay Lightning.
All within an hour on the West Coast.
Oh yeah, and you also have the Miami Marlins.
Yep.
Well, now understand this. Depends on what people want to drive, because you got to remember you still got a $5 drive between Miami and Orlando. You still got quite a bit of drive.
Right, because now in the spring you also have all of your the spring
the break lane train comes in, and then you can get there faster.
Absolutely.
Oh, then there is also the Orlando Rage, which is the XFL.
Yes.
Yep. Oh yeah,
they're there.
It's going on right now.
Yep, they're on right now.
The Orlando. They do have the soccer teams down there too.
Yeah, the FC.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando Club, isn't it?
Orlando something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Orlando City SC.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Anyways, guys. Well, tell you what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna because it's been a little bit over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go. Oh, come on. We will be back, and this will let us get a drink or something that let our get something to drink. Richard said it. 2 and 2. We'll be right back.
Yep.
This is the Cantrell Country Travelway. I'm the agent and owner, David Cantrell. If you're looking to travel through the U.S. national parks or maybe to the waterways from beaches to ocean cruises, let the Cantrell Country Travelway help you find your magical vacation. All right. Welcome back, guys. So if you are new to my channel and you're looking to travel, I am a travel agent. I am the agent and owner of the Cantrell Country Travelway. You can find the links in the description box of this video as you're watching it. Welcome back, Jason. So if you are looking to contact me, please reach out to me. Whether you got questions or you're looking to book a vacation or you need help planning a vacation. In fact, Debbie just put the travel agent profile link in there. Here's the good news, guys. I'm hoping that sometime in June, I will be able to get the website up. And the thing of it is that website will also contain deals that are offered. That is something that will be updated each month as part of the payment that I'll be doing for the website. So plus it'll have my other information. So I'm looking forward to growing this thing as much as possible. But I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the show. So yep, reach out to me. Just check the description box, and you'll find both the links for my Facebook travel page and a link to the Travel Leaders Agent profile. Mm-hmm. So, all right, guys. I mean, all of us have been to Orlando. I know the ones that have been in here have been to Orlando. We can't say enough about Orlando. We just love it for whatever reason. I mean, I love the areas around Orlando, and I mean, you got Winter Garden, you got Apopka, you got Claremont, you got, there's so many areas that are in the area that are beautiful. Parts of Kissimmee are beautiful. And we're not even talking the theme parks, but then you've got so much to offer that's entertainment. And here's the thing, going back to entertainment, don't forget this too, but you got a lot of dinner theater shows. I know you got Al Capone's that's out on 192. Yep. You got Medieval Times that's out on 192.
Everywhere.
I hate the fact that they closed the Arabian Nights. That was a good dinner.
Yeah.
That really was. But then you got the Mystery Theater over on International Drive, which has it actually has like 7 different types of mysteries to watch. That was pretty good. So, I mean,
a lot of people like the Icon parks that is in Universal Orlando. Sorry. Yeah.
They do. But, just want to make sure people understand there's more, it's just not just about the parks, though. Sometimes.
Nope, it isn't. And Icon Park is basically a lot of Orlando by itself.
There is a lot to do at the fraction of the cost. And I'm not saying not to go to Orlando. I'm not saying not to go to Universal or SeaWorld or Disney World. I mean, if that's part of your plans, that, awesome, great.
Right.
Make sure you enjoy it. Make sure it's planned out well, because I mean, you got a lot of stuff to do within those parks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
outside of the park.
Right. There is so much opportunity. I think a lot of people don't understand just how much activities there are to do outside of, because when you think, I know Mike's first thinking of Orlando was Disney.
Exactly.
Or Universal.
Because that's all I know, honestly. I've never even been in parks.
I know for a fact that I can find as much fun to do outside of those parks.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to go to the parks. And I love Disney just as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
So, and as a travel agent, I wanted to make people aware. And you guys know, I mean, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of fun things to do. Even if it's simple, like, and Richard said it, even if it's just going to Old Town.
Yeah, Old Town's great. I've been there so many times.
And have a little bit of fun, and
I've been there like 3 times. It's always a high time, but
I would say especially it's not, maybe not so much. You're definitely a big car enthusiast.
Right.
So I will say this. Be prepared to fight for a parking space, because
be prepared to fight for a parking space. They have a small parking.
That's when you go there at 8 a.m.
Well,
when you go at 8 a.m. and wait a minute.
I wouldn't recommend it. Most things will not be open. I think the A&W is, but that's the only thing.
Let me ask you this question, Dave, and you know that I'm going to ask this question. So you better get your little alarm thingy ready or whatever.
Oh, I got the boot, but I got the boot ready.
Oh boy.
How many of these?
And I'm not sure what he was asking. You might want to check your connection. There is none, to be the honest truth.
Honest truth, Mike.
Really?
Inside the Old Town, there is no Starbucks.
There is no Starbucks in the
On
house.
International Drive.
Serious. Zero.
Well, the International Drive, of course, it's going to have like 50, obviously.
But it is, but
in Old Town itself, there is none.
I'm going to tell you
really?
this.
Oh God!
I hate to tell you this. Here, he's not going to like this either. 192. I don't see any Starbucks.
There has to be a few on.
There has to be a Starbucks somewhere.
I haven't seen any.
There has to be.
Wow.
None.
I guess it looks like I'm gonna have to get
you see Krispy Kreme, you see you got McDonald's, you got Burger King, you got Dunkin' Donuts,
all the competitors,
boring.
You got all those other ones, but zero. There might be, and I might have missed it.
Well,
I'm not going to say that.
Disney Springs.
So
Mike, there could be a Dunkin', and Dunkin' at least has the donuts.
No.
Yep, Dunkin' all the way.
No, thank you. I'd rather go walk myself.
I will say that there might be places that serve Starbucks. But
yeah,
as far as
I need a Starbucks.
None. As far as
look it up.
One that I'm aware of. I could be wrong.
Let me
go
check.
I don't know of any.
I could be wrong. But I don't think there might be, but I don't recall there being any Starbucks on 192.
Wow. Aha. I knew there was some.
Oh, he's looking it up. He has to find his Starbucks.
Of course. Excuse me. Let's go here. Where's this one?
Mike, if you do fly down with Southwest.
I don't have Southwest.
They do dump that much up there, do you?
Well, here's the thing. My airport doesn't do, I don't know.
LaGuardia does.
Yeah, but I don't go out of LaGuardia. I go out of Newark.
Go through LaGuardia. Go through.
Do you know how long?
Southwest? Oh, I know. But here's my thought.
All right.
LaGuardia has like 6 Starbucks in the terminal itself Newark. For one.
The Newark has a Starbucks. I know that.
I know, but Southwest, when you're on the plane, order the coffee because it is Starbucks coffee on the plane.
So you mean to tell me I would be able to get my iced chai tea latte?
No, it's only coffee for the Starbucks.
Jeez,
it's just the brand of Starbucks.
I know, but I need my iced chai tea latte.
Oh boy, you can't do that. Well, I don't know of any airport airline that does that. So
I wish, but that's okay.
The international one might. I don't know.
Beats me. Who knows? Look at Dave over here. Oh wow!
No, I'm actually trying to think.
Because there was some on Route 27 in Florida. Because I looked it up.
Yeah.
Yes, there are Starbucks on 127.
That's good.
Now I will tell you this: they are on 192, but I think they're more down towards down in Kissimmee, down in the heart of St. Cloud. They're more in. They are like.
Aha! There is one on the International Drive. Good.
Yeah, you're going to find there are Starbucks on 190 or International Drive.
Good.
I can tell you that.
Excellent. Good enough for me.
I mean, I'm looking at it now to find out exactly. Gaylord Palms. Wow, you're talking you're talking a good. Put it to you this way, from where I-4 is.
Because I know there's 2 in Disney Springs. I know that.
You're talking a good little drive. It is down in the St. Cloud area, down going towards
How far is
from
that?
Disney World.
Yeah.
You'd be talking probably a good 40-minute drive.
Oh, wait a minute. Is there one by the Antique Mall? I wonder.
I'm looking at Earl and Bronson Highway now, and there's only one, and it's by the Ice Factory of Central Florida.
Nice.
Which is way down in St. Cloud.
Yeah, well, I'll figure it out.
Now, yeah, I guarantee you'll find them all. Because I want to think there's some on 535 somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the one main road that goes from 192 up, going past I-4, past the world, up that way.
Right.
I want to think there's some there, and there are some on International Drive.
Okay. Good.
But, so I was kind of right.
What?
So I was kind of right, but because it's not right in that area where most people would hang out. Unless you drive.
I'm going to have to head out, Dave.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to get ready to go see myself. It's going to be.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night, Richard.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, he'll be flying Southwest for the first time. Cool, Debbie.
Wow.
So.
Cool.
Now that we had our great Starbucks debate tonight.
Yes, we did.
Anyways, guys, I need to wrap up. I want to go make a sandwich before I start turning in and everything else for tonight. Great show. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Yes. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for popping in. I know that they're probably over on. They're probably doing. Don't know what they're doing. But thank you, Debbie, for coming in, and Jason for popping in, and Dart for being here, and Molly for being here.
Mm-hmm. It's good to see you.
It was, I think it was a good show, guys. Hope you enjoyed it tonight. Again, Debbie put in the links to the pages. Please make sure you check them out. Again, those links are also in the description of this video. You can find them there as well. But again, don't forget, if you're new to my channel or if you're watching the replay and you like what you see and you're new, hit the thumb up, share it out, and don't forget to subscribe if you like here. Like I said, I am the agent and owner of the Cantrell Country Travelway, and let me help you find your magical vacation. My slogan is basically, let the Cantrell Country Travelway help you find that magical vacation. Any final thoughts for you, Mike?
Great stream tonight, because there are things that I want to do in Orlando.
Hopefully you got to learn some new things that we were able to point out about Orlando. I just, everybody talks about Orlando. We talk about the big things, but we don't talk about the actual other things that are in and around it, and there's so much to do. You know what I mean? Most people know about it. Like, most people know about
like me. The only thing I know is
the Daytona racetrack.
Yeah.
But they don't think about the museums downtown or the sporting, and sometimes you do think about sporting events, but you don't think about the little stuff like the swamp boat rides or the boat scenic rides on the open lakes. Because there's a lot of lakes down in that area. There really are. So, so with that, my final thought is it was a good stream, and thank you for all being here. And guys, don't forget to make sure you come in on Saturday.
Yep.
I'm working on. I got to reach out to Nick and Claire again. I want to try to wrap it up, and I'll send Cherie the link for Saturday's show.
Great.
Hopefully, we're going to have a intergalactic space trouble. I can already see it coming because me and Richard we're plotting.
I see.
It will be an intergalactic Disney
wonderful
space party fest.
Oh, that's great.
So
that's great.
With that, guys, have a great night. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you all. We'll see you all next week.
Yep. Bye, guys.